We first developed the craft with the assistance of an extraterrestrial race. The original craft that was created in 1977 was made of a type of outer skin that was almost a living organism. That outer skin was able to project itself and curve time. Everything was pixelated, and it was a distortion that made the human body so sick. It was the most horrifying experience he had in his life.
So just to be clear, we're talking about time travel here.
We're talking about time travel.
Project MINOT isn't just classified. It's tied to non-human tech, and most people have never even heard of it. Joining me to talk about it is Richard Doty, a former special agent with the Air Force Office of Special Investigations, who worked directly with UFO-related intelligence. I'm Josh Golembeske, MUFON field investigator, and your guest host today of Cosmic Disclosure. Richard, welcome back to the show. Good to have you.
Thank you, Josh. Good to be here.
Now, I'm really excited about this conversation today because this is like next level stuff that no other whistleblower is talking about. So with that being said, I know there's been a lot of talk and speculation about secret space programs. What exactly is Project MINOT?
Project MINOT is a code name for Managed Integrated Navigational Off-Planet Transport. It pertains to a craft that we created with the assistance of an extraterrestrial race to travel not within our solar system, but outside our solar system.
Wow, okay. Well, so many questions. Let's just start with what division of our military was responsible for this program?
Well, when it first started back in 1977, United States Space Command, with assistance from NASA, was involved in the development for planning this. But then DARPA came in, and they're the ones that went out and got contractors, U.S. contractors, to help in the development of this craft. Now, this craft that we're going to talk about, referring to MINOT, refers to just the craft, not the operations to pilot the craft or fly the craft from one point to another point. That's entirely different programming, but the MINOT is just the craft.
How did you find out this information, and why is it being given to you to tell us today?
Okay, there's an astronaut out there that was involved in this program that flew the MINOT crafts. And we'll codename him Ben. Ben approached me. I met Ben a long time ago. I knew he was involved with something highly classified, but I didn't know exactly what. And eventually he opened up to me. And I believe, although he never actually came out and told me this, but I'm in the belief that what he's telling me is part of the disclosure, and he wants it out. Unfortunately, he's still in the program, and he can't talk about it on camera. So he asked me to do it, and he asked me if I could relay this information in an environment that the public could understand or listen to. And that's why I'm here on Gaia, trying to explain what he told me about this program. Again, there's a lot about this program that's still classified that I don't know about, and he's not telling me about. But the basics we can talk about, and that's what we're going to do. He's been in the program about 17 years, roughly 17 years.
Okay, wow. Was this technology gifted to us, or did the ETs actually help us construct this craft?
ETs helped us to construct this craft.
Okay.
But it was an evolution. We first developed the craft, and then with the assistance of an extraterrestrial race, one particular extraterrestrial non-human that we found in a crash in 1959. He was the one that we held in captivity, and then he decided to help us in the development of something that we could use to travel throughout the universe.
Oh, wow. What particular group or race was this ET from?
The Pleiadians.
It was a Pleiadian?
Yes.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, most people within the UFO community knows the code name for a particular extraterrestrial that worked out of Area 51. And they know it by J-Rod.
J-Rod.
J-Rod was the non-human that assisted us in the creation of this Project MINOT. Now remember, the Pleiadian star system have thousands of stars, thousands.
Yeah.
And so they have literally thousands of planets. We're only dealing with where J-Rod lived and those surrounding planets within his solar system. We're not talking about any of the other, and there may be life on these other planets, and maybe there's confusion between when somebody said a Pleiadian, maybe there's a Pleiadian from another planet.
Sure, yeah.
And so I'm talking to a guy that actually had an interface. So, I'm not saying that any of these other stories aren't true, but we're only talking about J-Rod's, and we're talking about his society and his planet.
So just for our audience, I think we need to explain a little more about who J-Rod is and the Pleiadians.
Okay. J-Rod was in a craft that crashed in October 1959 in Nye County, Nevada, near a mine. Miners saw the crash. They went out. They knew it wasn't a human, live entity. They call it a creature. It was needing help. The miners had to go back to their administrative site, which was about 10 or 12 miles away, get some help. But back in 1959, communications wasn't very good. So eventually they contacted Nye County Sheriff, who then contacted the Air Force because Tonopah and the Area 51 was active then. It took them 11 days to get out there. They get out there. The Air Force recovered the craft. And they recovered this extraterrestrial. It was later codenamed J-Rod, and that is an entirely different story why they call him J-Rod. But anyways, so they have an extraterrestrial in captivity. They already had one, remember. They had EBA 1 who died in 1952. Now J-Rod. Different species. They knew it immediately. The scientists looked at J-Rod, looked similar to a human.